likes or however this works. This is my first time going live on here. But this won't be too interactive because I'll be focusing on this. But I thought maybe for those of you out there that are actors or comedians that are auditioning or preparing for original work that you have to put on tape, here's a behind the scenes look at all the fuck ups that I will be doing and all the things that I need to do in order to get these characters down and right. It is a long process. Everybody on a tape will show you the best parts. But this right here is behind the scenes, so you're going to see a lot of not very good parts. But here we go. Hello everybody, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show, Planet of the Apps. Now, I came here to this retirement home so I can help teach you all the importance, right? The importance of social media in order to connect with your grandkids. So little Sally complained that little Sally or little Billy is not visiting you, right? So the thing you really need to do is warm them up by creating yourself a Snapchat or an Instagram or a Facebook so you can play Farmville. Warm them up so whenever they see you, they're going to be able to give you a hug and connect with you when they are not there. Now, just to give you a little bit of background on who I am and what I do, one of the things that put me on the map is I took my family's wine business and liquor store and built it from 4 million to 60 million using something we call the internet. Now, how many of you, by show of hands, thought the internet was a fad? Well, I'll tell you right now, the internet is not a fad. No way. It's here, and it's here to stay. Now, one of the things I love to do is a little bit of Q&A. So, if anybody's got any questions, now's the time to ask. Shoot. What's your name? How old are you? Okay. Fuck. See, that wasn't that good. See, I don't think that was that good, y'all. Anyone watching? Nobody. That's fine. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show, Planet of the Apps. Now, for Planet of the Apps, what I did, just to give you a little bit of background on myself, is I took my family's wine business and I used the internet, something we call the internet. Ever heard of it? Got it? Right? I took that and I grew that business from $4 million a year to $60 million in sales. Now, how did I do that? Well, what I do is I use Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So now, how can we use this? You're saying you're like 85, 90 years old and you don't think that you need to use social media. Well, let me tell you a little bit of practicality. If you want little Sally or little Billy to visit you every single day, you have to be self-aware and understand that they're not. Got it? So what you need to do is create a Facebook page so that you all can play Farmville with your grandkids wherever you are. That way you can connect with them and they'll have more of a reason to come and visit you. Now, before we move on to Q&A, so now let's go ahead and move on to, so any questions before we get started? Fuck. Everyone, my name is Gary Vee, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now, before I was on this show, hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now, before I was on that show, what I did was I took my family's wine business and I grew it from $4 million to $60 million in sales using nothing but the internet. Got it? Who here thought the internet was a fad? Well, I tell you right now, it is not. So it's important for you to connect with your grandkids. Little Sally is not going to come visit you. Little Billy is not going to come running into your arms unless that you can connect and warm them up when they're not here. So that's just practical advice, okay? It's just practical. In order to warm them up, what you've got to do is create a Snapchat, right? Create an Instagram, a Facebook, so that you can play Farmville with your grandkids wherever you are. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, and you probably know me from the show. Now, from the show. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now, I want to take us back just a little bit, show you where we were before you ended up in the retirement home, and I'm going to use video games as an example. Okay, so let's say 40 years ago, you wanted to play a video game. How did you do it? You went to an arcade, right? How did you get there? Bus, walk, roller skating was hip at the time. But now let's fast forward, right? You want to play a video game in the 80s or 90s. We had the evolution of the console, right? So that allowed us to play video games alone in our parents' basement. But today, when you want to play a video game, all you gotta do is pull out your phone, go to the App Store, download the Kim Kardashian game, and you can play it in seconds. That game sucks, by the way, because it's taking all my money, but that's not the point. The point is, if you want little Sally or little Billy to come visit you, you've got to create a Facebook so that you can play Farmville wherever you are, whenever it is, so you can warm them up. And once you warm them up, they'll be coming to you, wanting to visit you more frequently. So, I'd like to open it up to a Q&A on how to get started on the internet. Fuck. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now, before Planet of the Apps, I just want to take us back a little bit, show you where we were in this digital world that we live in. I'm going to use video games as an example. So 25, 30 years ago, if you wanted to play a video game, how did you do it? An arcade, right? How did we get there? We took it by bus, right? We took it by train. We had to walk there, horse and carriage, right? But 25, 30 years ago, you want to play a video game, now how do you do it? With the evolution of the console. So now we can play games alone in our parents' basement. But today, if you want to play a video game, how do we do it? We pull out our phones, go to the App Store, and download the Kim Kardashian game within seconds and start playing. So if you want to begin to connect with little Billy or little Sally, because they're not coming to visit you, you have to warm them up by creating a Facebook. Got it? That way you can play Farmville with your grandkids whenever and wherever you are. That's just practical advice. Got it? Now, are there any questions before we get started? Fuck. Oh, I'm having a mental block, y'all. Anybody watching? No, not at all. Still alive, though. Hello, everyone. My name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now, I came here today to this retirement home so I can teach you some practical advice on how to connect with little Sally or little Billy using the internet. Now, I want to take us back just a little bit. I'm going to use video games as an example. Got it? Now, back in the 70s, early 80s, how would you play a video game? We would go to an arcade, right? Now, you go to an arcade by bus, walking, horse and carriage. You go to an arcade by bus, walking, horse and carriage, right? But 25, 30 years ago, you want to play a video game, how do you do it? With the evolution of the console. So now we play video games alone in our parents' basement. But today, if you want to play a video game, you take out your phone, you go to the App Store, and you would download the Kim Kardashian game within seconds and start playing it. So some practical advice for you. If you want to connect with Sally, what you have to do is download Facebook on your phone, and you can play Farmville wherever you are. Now I'd like to open up some questions. Fuck. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, and you're watching the show. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now, I came here to this retirement home today to help you all to connect with your grandkids using social media. Now, I'm going to show you where we were in this digital age that we live in. So anyone remember back in the 70s, if you wanted to play a video game, what did we do? We had to go to the arcade. We had to travel to an arcade where we spent all week mowing lawns so we had enough. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now I came here today to help you all connect with little Sally and little Billy while using the internet. Now before the internet, I'm going to talk a little bit about video games just to give you a little bit of perspective of practicality of why you should be using this to connect with your grandkids. Now, back in the 70s, if you want to play a video game, you would go to an arcade. You would go to an arcade. You had to get to an arcade in order to be there. Right? Now, let's move ahead. 25 years ago, you want to play a video game, right? You just want to play a little video game. What you do is you buy a console and you take it to your parents' basement. But today, if you want to play a video game, what you do is you grab your phone, go to the App Store, grab your phone, go to the App Store, and download the Kim Kardashian game within seconds and start playing it. Now, what I want you to do is go to your phone, download Facebook, and then you're going to be able to play Farmville with your grandkids wherever you are. So there's no more waiting for fucking Sally to show up and give you a hug. Now you can connect with them throughout the week. Now, I want to open it up to any questions. Fuck. Fuck. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now I've come here today to help you use the internet in order to connect with little Sally or little Billy that is not visiting you anymore since you've moved to this retirement home. Now I'm going to take us back a little bit, show you where we've been digitally. I'm going to use video games as an example. So back in the 70s, if you wanted to play a video game, you'd have to go to an arcade. You'd have to go to an arcade, right? In order to get to the arcade, you had to roller skate or take a horse and carriage. But then 25, 30 years ago, you want to play a video game, you just go and buy a console. And you take that alone in your parents' basement. But today, if you want to play a video game, you grab your phone, go to the App Store, and just download the Kim Kardashian game, which sucks, by the way. So now, rather than just having the Kardashian game, so what I want you to do, and promise me you will do this, you take out your phone, download the Facebook app, download Farmville, and start playing Farmville with your grandkids wherever you are. Got it? Now, any questions? Fuck. Last one. My name is Gary Vee, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now, I came here today to this retirement home to teach you all how to connect with fucking Sally or Billy, who doesn't visit you anymore, through the internet. Now, just to give you a little perspective on the practicality of connecting with them using the internet, I want to show you where we were. Back in the 70s, if you wanted to play a video game, right, you would go to an arcade. 25, 30 years ago, you want to play a video game, you just go to the store, buy a console, and then bring it back home and play it on your own TV. But today, in order to play a video game, you pull out your phone, go to the App Store, download the Kim Kardashian game within seconds, and then you can start playing it. So right now, some practical advice. Take your smartphone, download Facebook, download Farmville, and then you can play with your kids and grandkids wherever you are, whenever you want. Any questions? Fuck. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now I'm here today to help you connect with your grandkids, little Sally and little Billy, who doesn't visit you anymore, show you how to connect with them through the internet. Now just to give us a little perspective, a little practicality now, so I want to show you back in the day, in order to play a video game, you had to go to an arcade. But then 25, 30 years ago, you want to play a video game. There's no more arcade. What we do is we go to the store, we buy the console, we bring it home, and we play it alone in our parents' basement. But today, you want to play a video game, you grab your phone, go to the App Store, download the Kim Kardashian game, and within seconds, you can start playing that game. So what I want you now, a little practical advice. Little practical advice if you want to connect with Sally or little Billy, who doesn't visit you anymore. What you can do is take your phone, download Facebook, download Farmville, and what you can do then is play with them whenever and wherever they are. Any questions? Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now I'm here today to talk to you about how some practical... Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now some practical advice that I want to bring you if you want to connect with your grandkids is you have to download Facebook. You have to download is you can't just wait for them to show up to your retirement home. What you have to do is you got to find practical ways in order to reach them. Some practical ways are Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, which is dying. So what I want you to do is grab your phone, download Facebook, then download Farmville, then you're able to play with your kids whenever and wherever you are. Any questions? Fuck. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now I'm here today to give you some practical advice on how to connect with little Sally or little Billy who's not showing up to visit you here in person. Now, we all have phones, right? So what I want each and every one of you to do is pull out your smartphone, go to the App Store, and download Facebook. Then you can download Farmville. And there's really no other way in order to connect with your kids nowadays without getting a smartphone. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now I'm here today to help you, give you some practical advice on how you connect with little Sally or little Billy through the internet. Now I know a lot of you are thinking, I want to... Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now I've been asked to come here to give you all a little practical advice on how you can connect with little Sally or little Billy, right? Because they won't show up anymore. Now, the reason that is because right now, everyone is buried in their phones. So you can either ignore that or really get into the reality that you have to download Facebook, get Farmville, so you're able to connect and play with your grandkids whenever and wherever you are. Now, before we go in, does anyone have any questions? Fuck. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now I came here today so I can show you some practical advice on how to be able to connect with Sally or Billy because they're not showing up anymore. Now what you have to do is you have to face the reality that there is the internet that people are using. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck. You probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now I've been asked to come here to give you some practical advice on how to connect with your grandkids. Now you're gonna cry and you're gonna complain that little Sally is not coming to visit you anymore. But the reality is, our kids are buried in their phones. I am buried in my phone. So what my advice to you, my practical advice, is for you to take your smartphone, go to the App Store, download Facebook, download Farmville, then you're able to connect with little Sally and little Billy anytime that you want, wherever you are. Any questions? Fuck. Everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck. probably know me from the show, Planet of the Apps. Now, I've been asked to come here today so I can give you some practical advice on how to reconnect with your grandkids. Now, I hate to break it to you, but the reality of the situation is that everybody now is buried in their phones. So rather than ignore that, what I want you to do right now is take your smartphone, download Facebook, get Farmville, and then you're able to play and connect with little Sally or little Billy that won't visit you anymore. Anytime you want, wherever you are, you can pull out your phone and connect with them on the internet. Any questions? Fuck. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show, Planet of the Apps. Now, I've been asked to come here so I can give you some practical advice. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show, Planet of the Apps. Now, I've been asked to come here to give you some practical advice on how to reconnect with your grandkids. Now, I hate to break it to you, but the reality is everyone is buried in their phones. So you have a choice to ignore that, or what you can do is grab your smartphone, right? And I want you to download Facebook, get Farmville, then you're able to play Farmville whenever and wherever you are because little Sally, I hate to break it to you, is not coming to visit you. So pull out that phone and reconnect on the internet. Got it? Any questions? Fuck. everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Chuck, and you know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now I've been brought here today to give you some practical advice on how you can reconnect with your grandkids. Now I hate to break it to you, but the reality of the world that we live in today is this. Everyone is buried in their phones. Got it? So if you want to reconnect with little Sally or Billy because they're not visiting you anymore, you need to pull out your phone, download Facebook, get the app Farmville, then you're able to play with your grandkids whenever and wherever you want on the internet. Got it? Fuck. Last one. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Chuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now, I've been brought here so I can give you some practical advice on how to reconnect with your grandkids. Now, one thing that you've got to realize is the reality of the world that we live in now is that everyone is buried in their phones. Got it? So if you Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Chuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now, I've been brought here today to give you a little bit of practicality on how to reconnect with your grandkids. Now, let me hit you with a little bit of reality right now. The world is a little bit different. Why? Because everyone is buried in their phones. So what you need to do is grab your smartphone, pull it out, right? The reality of the situation is you have to download Facebook, get Farmville, so that you can reconnect with little Sally or Billy that won't visit you anymore using the internet. Got it? Any questions? Fuck. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Chuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now I've been asked to come here to give you a little practical advice on how to reconnect with your grandkids. Now let me hit you with a little bit of reality. The world is a little bit different nowadays. Why? Because everyone is buried in their phones. So what you need to do is grab your smartphone, pull it out, download Facebook, and that's how you're going to be able to reconnect to little Sally or little Billy that's not going to visit you anymore using the internet. Got it? Questions? Fuck.
My name is Gary Vee. You probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now, I've been asked to come here to give you a little practical advice on how to reconnect with your grandkids. Now, let me hit you with a little bit of reality. The world is a little bit different nowadays. Why? Because everyone is buried in their phones. So what you need to do is grab your smartphone, pull it out, download Facebook, and that's how you're going to be able to reconnect with little Sally, little Billy that's not going to visit you anymore, using the internet. Got it? Questions?
Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now, I've been brought here today to give you a little practical advice on how to reconnect with your grandkids. Now, let me hit you with a little reality. The world is a little bit different than it used to be because everyone now is buried in their phones. So what you need to do is pull out your phone, go to the App Store, download Facebook, and then you're going to be able to reconnect with little Sally or little Billy that doesn't visit you anymore. That's the reality. And you can connect with them on the internet. Any questions? God damn it. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now, one thing I came here today to do is give you a little bit of practical advice on how to reconnect with your grandkids. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now the reason I'm here is give you a little practical advice on how you can reconnect with your grandkids. Now let me give you a little reality check. The world is not the same as it used to be. Right now, everyone is buried in their phones. So what you have to do is pull out your phone, go to the App Store, download Facebook, and start reconnecting with the grandkids, little Sally and little Billy, that aren't coming to visit you. That's how. Reconnect using the internet. Any questions? Fuck.
My name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now, the reason I'm here is to give you practical advice on how
Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now I've come here today to give you a little bit of practical advice on how to connect with your grandkids. Let me give you a little reality check. The world isn't what it used to be. Everyone now is buried in their phones. So what you need to do is you need to take your phone, pull it out, go to the App Store, download Facebook, and begin to connect with Sally, who you complain doesn't come visit you anymore. Her attention is on her phone, so you need to be there. Got it? Any questions? Fuck. Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck. You probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now I've come here today to give you a little practical advice on how to reconnect with your grandkids. Now let me give you a little reality check. The world isn't what it used to be. Now, little Sally and little Billy are buried in their phones. So if you want their attention, you need to grab your phone, pull it out, go to the App Store, download Facebook. That's it. Period. Got it? Any questions? Fuck.
My name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck. You probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. I've come here today to give you a little practical advice on how to reconnect with your grandkids. Now let me give you a little reality check. The world isn't what it used to be. Now, little Sally and little Billy are buried in their phones. So if you want their attention, you need to grab your phone, pull it out, go to the App Store, download Facebook. That's it. Period. Got it? Any questions? Fuck.
Hello everyone, my name is Gary Vee, Nerdchuck, and you probably know me from the show Planet of the Apps. Now I'm here to give you a little practical advice on how to reconnect with your grandkids. Got it? Now let me give you a little reality check right now. The world is not what it used to be. Right? Because little Sally and little Billy are now buried in their phones. So what you need to do is grab your phone, pull it out, download Facebook,